In this video here, I just want you to focus with me and you will see how we can convert a blank Excel sheet into a fully dynamic and updated automatically inventory system. I already uploaded a video before this one. Check it out on how to make this work entirely and a step-by-step tutorial for it. In case you want to buy this template, you will find the link in the comment and in the description. So all what we need to start is a blank Excel workbook. Then we'll go down here, we will add 4 sheets. Now we will rename all of them. The 4 sheets name: inventory, sales, purchases, and suppliers. So to create the sidebar, I just adjust the size, then I select the entire column, then I give it a dark color. Let's say I select this one. As a matter of design, I will merge the first two together, then make sure everything aligned to the center from here, and I will type inventory management system, then select both of them, give them a different color. Let's say this one, and adjust the size. And again, adjust the size of the column. Then for this one here, I will make it to the center. Start from the row number 5. I will add the name of the first button, inventory. Then I will merge these two together here and give it the name of the next one, sales. And the same goes for this one under. I will merge these two, will be purchases. And last one will be suppliers. So now I have all the 4 buttons. Adjust the size of this one here. Then make sure everything is aligned to the center and give it white color. Now I select them and increase the size to be 14, for example. Next, I will design the table here. This will be our main table of the inventory. For this part here, the table header. I will just need to have the ID, the item name, purchases, sales, stock, threshold, unit cost, unit prices, profit value, and status. To start to adjust this part, first I will just decrease the size of this one here. This will be as our separator. Then I will select the entire row and I will go down a little bit, let's say like this. Then I will create a table. I can go to insert, then I can select table, or I can just, after selecting here, I will press from the keyboard Ctrl+T. In this case, it will have this for me here. My table has headers, need to be checked as I already added the headers of the table. Then I will click OK. For the first look, it will be as this. You can come up here and select from different shapes and colors you would like. To match my design, I created a new table style from this part here, and I already customized it. It's just when I click on it, it's already with the design I create. If you'd like to know how you can create customized template of tables for you, let me know in the comments and I will create a separate video only about this. Now I need to make those buttons here to be functional, as if you click it here, it's doing nothing. So first of all, I select the first one, right click, then I would choose link from here. Then make sure you are in this option, place in this document. Then I will select the inventory and click. As you can see, it's changed now and it's clicky as you can see. I just make it look back as it was before. And I will do the same of the sales. Right click, link, place in this document, sales, and OK. Let's go back, give it its format again. Now when you click on sales, it will take you to the tab of the sales. And if you did the same for any of them, it will take you to the corresponding tab. So to start to use it and make it easier for us, I will go to this column, copy, then I will go to the sales. I will select the entire column, then Ctrl V. So we go back to the inventory again to continue. So the idea here to create a table that if I have list of products here, let's say I reach the product number 15 for any reason, and you click enter, you can go easily and add another one here. And when you click enter, the table will be adjusted automatically as a part of it. So you can add a new one here, for example, 17. And as you can see, the more you go with the products from here, the more the table will go with you. And you can even go down with it here to make unlimited rows as you want. Let me delete this back and let's start. First column here is about the ID. Here you can select your ID for the product. Let me just add some data here. So let's say I added this data here. I will just double click here to increase the size here to see everything correct. For now we have the ID of the product and the item name. Here I have two tabs, purchases and sales. The data coming from those two tabs, they will be related to the purchases tab and the sales tab. In this case, to add the formula here, I need to have data in the purchases. I'll take the entire place here as a copy, then I will go to the purchases tab, click in the same point and Control V to match the format and destination. So here, if you click it in the inventory and the purchases, they are identical totally. But we will change the headers here. In this case, I will paste here the headers. So as you can see, I have one column less from this table. So what I will do, I will select this one here, right click, then I will go down to delete and delete columns. Then I will take this as a copy, then I will paste them, delete this part. And now I have everything identical, but I just changed the column's name from here. Double click from here to adjust everything. Then I will delete this entire section here. Let me just add some data here for us to go on in the first formula. Then now we have data here, unit purchased here. Let me add those numbers. So now we have product ID, product name, and units purchased. For now, this is what we need. I will go back to the inventory and I will start the first formula. So I will use sum F formula, sum F. Here I have three things to choose. First, it's the range, which is the criteria range. Second, it's the criteria. Last thing is the sum range. The range of the criteria, it's in the purchases here. Our criteria will be based on the ID because it's the unique thing here we have. Comma separate. So the criteria here, or what I want to search about it here, is the product ID. I go back to the inventory tab and I select the ID here. So in this, I'm telling Excel, search for this criteria here in the range I selected, which is in the purchases ID column. Last thing, the return or the sum range. I go to the purchases again. I want this to be the return. So the idea here, come here in this column, search for the ID from the inventory that I selected and give me all the numbers related to this ID. I close the bracket, then I click enter. And now, as you can see, this is the result we have. To make it look cleaner, as I don't want these zeros to appear here. This happens when you don't have any data in this part. So I will just go back and I will add F, then another formula blank. In this case, if this ID here is blank, let me close the bracket, then comma. Okay, if this is true, I want it to be empty. If it's not, I want you to take this one and to make it work. Let me close the brackets and click enter. Now everything updated automatically. If you are in a different version of Excel, after doing every single formula, you need to drag down the formula until the end. I will just select this column here, then I will give it different font color. So this is in red. It means that this column, it's automatically updated as it's using functions from Excel and we don't need to do anything here. Just if it's a black, it will be the part that we are using to fill it. For the sales one, we will do exactly the same. So I will go first to the purchases. I will copy the entire page here. Then I go to the sales tab. I will copy everything from here. Then I go back to the sales tab, select everything and Control V to paste everything. And as we were talking, those column headers here. So I need to delete one column from here. So I select this one, right click, delete the column. Take this here as a copy, Control C, then go back here, Control V, then delete this part here. We don't need it anymore. I'll just add some random data here. Then let me delete the old data and adjust the size of everything. In the units sold, I will add some numbers to the next one here. So we'll go back to the inventory. We'll go to the sales. And here's a pro tip for you. And instead of typing the entire formula from the zero, I'll go back to this one. I'll take this here as a Control C. Then I go back here, Control V. Everything remains the same as our criteria. It will be the ID still. The only thing will be different. It will be the range and the sum range. In this case, I will delete this one as it's taken from this one of the purchases. Just need to go back to the sales and I change it to be this column here. Click in the sum range, this one here as well. Delete it and select this one. Now everything remains the same, just click enter and everything is updated automatically. The same here, I select this one, make a different color and now everything is ready to go. The available stock, it will equal what we purchased minus the sales. Then click enter. Dynamically the table started to take this formula down alone. So I have this part value here. To avoid this, I will use the same technique of this one. I just can simply come back, copy the entire part here, then come here, paste everything here. Just make sure put this here between bracket, then one for the f function. So if you notice here, I put this function here, this part here between brackets to separate it from everything. Then I add one bracket in the end for the f function bracket. Then click enter. Everything updates automatically. Make sure that you are with the correct bracket numbers, as if you forgot to add this one and you click enter, it will give you an error here. This one is done as well, so change its color. This part of the threshold, it's being entered manually by us, and this means this is the limit that the stock can reach. In this case, let me add some here. This item here can't be less than 10. In this case, it's 8, so should appear in the status, as we will see in the next few minutes, as low stock. This one here, it will appear as in stock, and this one here, because it's 0, it will appear out of stock. The unit cost can be the same here to be manually entered, or it can be the average of the cost of what you purchased. What this means, imagine you are buying this one, you bought 5 of them by $10, then you bought the other 10 of them or the other 5 of them by $7. In this case, the price is not the same, so you can select it manually if you want, or as I will do, it's the average of the price. So in this case, I will use average F. In this case, the range here will come from the purchases tab, so I would choose the product ID as we talk it. Then I go back to the inventory, I select this will be the criteria, then the range. To take the average, it will be this part here of the cost per unit. Then I close the brackets and click enter. As you can see, it's totally wrong, because in this part here of the purchases, we don't have any prices. So let me add here just data for us to move forward. Go back now, started to appear some numbers, but we still have errors here as this is 0 or it's empty. To solve this error, I will use f error function. Then the value of this one, if it's error, press comma and keep it empty to be clean. Close the brackets, click enter. Don't forget, if you are with an older version, as I said, just drag down the formula, put a different color as we talk it. Here, this one, it's the unit price that you are determined by how much you are going to sell this for the client. For example, you can sell it by 12 and click enter. So here you can add the number that you think it's good enough to sell this one. For example, it's costing you 11.50 cents. In this case, you can add 12 or 13 or whatever you want. So let me add some numbers here just for us to continue. The profit here to be calculated based on the unit price minus the unit cost, and click enter. To avoid this, as we did in this previous one, and we'll just add if error function from here, then do it like this. This is to keep the entire file clean, as you can see. And this takes us to the part here of the value. The value here, it will be the stock amount with the unit cost. Then click enter. Again, we will add if error function. So here, this is the value of this item. You have 8 of them in stock. Each one costs 11.5, so the total of them, it will be 92. Before moving on to the next, here we have some numbers here that they should be as currency or money. I will select all of them here. Then I will go to this icon here, but I will select the drop down list. Make sure you select the currency you would like. If it's not here, you can click in more accounting formats and you can find it. For instance, I will select the dollar sign, then I just need one fraction number. You can add more or you can remove all of it if you would like. I just keep it with 1, it's enough for me. Now we go to the last column here. It's related to the status. So here we have 4 options to show. First, if there's nothing here, so I want this to be empty still. Second, if the stock is less than the threshold, so it will be lost. If it's equal or more, so it will be in stock. And if it's 0 stock, it means it's out of stock. So it's because we have more than F. In this case, I will use F's function. First of all, if this one here equal to empty, in this case, leave it empty. Next logical test, it will be if the stock equals 0. In this case, I will type here out of stock, comma, if the stock here greater than or equal the threshold. In this case, it should be in stock. Last one, if the threshold here greater than the stock, in this case low stock, so the brackets in. Now as you can see, everything is working in the way it should be. Here's a pro tip for you. To make them different from each others based on their numbers, what we'll do, I will select this entire place here, this entire column. I'll go conditional formatting, new row, choose the second option and change this one to be equal to. In this case, I'll type equal. First option we have, it's low stock. But here, take care because this one here need to be exactly the same with this one. This one here, it's capital L and capital S. It should be the same here as well. Next, click on format. We'll go to the font, change the color. In this case, if it's low stock, I will give it this color here. For now, I will click OK, then OK again. As you can see here, low stock started to be different. Now we are done with the low stock. To do the same for the others, we'll just go to conditional formatting, but in this case, we'll go to manage rows, select this one that we just made now, duplicate it 2 times to have the 3 options, double click in this one, then it change it to be out of stock, click format, go to the font, change its color to be red, do the same for the last one, in this case it will be in stock. Change the font to be green. And now everything is working fine. Now we just need to adjust the shape here, adjust the size here of the things. And now the table is ready. Here I will merge this 2 cells here and I will tap inventory management, then click wrap text, make it bold and bigger a little bit. Here I select those 2 rows, make them a little bit bigger, then align everything here. Now I'll add one small place here to show me the inventory value and the product numbers. Let's make this 2 here ready. This should show me the inventory value I have, and this should show me the amount of the product that I have inside the inventory now. So I will select everything here, make everything to the middle, bold, and now we will add borders for everything. So I will select thick outside border 1 time, then I will select it 1 time here, just to separate those 2. And the same here, I will give this color to match the same design. And from here, I will just use some function, go to some part here, just click 1 time, then I go select the value, just select the entire column, click enter, count a function, and I will count based on the ID numbers, close the brackets and click enter. Now I will insert filter based on the status. So in this case, make sure I'm inside the table, go to insert, then select slicer, then status, click OK. Make sure that you select your colors that you want or make a new slicer style. In my case, I already made this one. Just click to match the same design. Then I just change its size. In this case, because I have 4 options, so I will select 4, then increase its size and change its design just to match the place here. So now when we just click in low stock, in stock or out of stock, it will show me the corresponding data. So for now everything is working. Put it back. Then now I will make the last part here. It's about the low stock and the out of stock counting. So here I will do exactly the same thing here. I will just select those 2, but in this case I will merge those 2 together here. I will use count F in this case. Count F here from this range, comma, will be this criteria, close the bracket and click enter. I do the same about the other one, and now everything is ready. Just give them the borders again. Last thing, I will go to the view tab and uncheck the grid lines. In this case, I removed all the grid lines and we have cleaner look. Moving forward to the next tab, it will be the cells. So to match the same design, I go back to the inventory, copy the first 4 rows and go back to the inventory, and paste them here. In this case, I matched everything about the formatting. Just go back to the sales. In this case, I don't need this one, so I will delete it. Then I will delete the formatting as well, and I will delete the slicer too. I don't need this part here as well. I will delete the formatting, then select all and make it to be back to this part here. So from this part, we will record our sales. In this case, I need just to enter the ID of the product and the product name. And here's the pro tip. Instead of typing this manually and it will have error, in this case, I will select the entire column here. Then I will add a drop-down list. I go to data, data validation, select the first option. From this drop-down, I choose list. Choose this one as well and go back to the inventory, select this entire column here, then click enter and OK. In this case, when you start to be in any cell here, you have this drop down list to choose from. This part here, products ID you add here, the more it will appear in the drop down lists. I will delete this part here. And I want this part here, the product name, to appear automatically once I select this one here, just to avoid any error that we can do. We have more than one formula. What I will choose is X lookup formula. So choose X lookup. If you are an older version of Excel, you can use another one, which will be V lookup formula. In my case, I prefer X lookup as it's better to handle the errors. So I will choose X lookup. I will just read here to know what is required. First, I need to select the lookup value. So in this case, this is my lookup value, comma, lookup array. Where to search for it? It's in the inventory tab in the ID column. Then comma, the return array will be what? Will be the item name. If not found, so you should leave it empty. Then I close the brackets and click enter. Drag and drop everything down through the double click. In this case here, by default, it's giving you 0. So to avoid this, I go back to the formula. If not found, I will delete it to remove it totally. Then I will add here if and is blank function. In this case, if this is blank, close the bracket, leave it empty. If false, so this one should be achieved, click enter and everything is totally correct. Here, if I want to add another product, just by choosing, it will give me the name right away. For now, I will make this with red color just to show that it's with a formula. Those two columns here, they will be manually entered. In this case, I add some names and some dates. In case you want to change the date format, select this one, then go to this list here, then select more number formatting. In this case, you have list here. You can select date and you can select whatever the one you want based on your preferences. In my case, I'll keep it as it is now. Units sold here, it's entered manually based on the sales number. For example, you sell with this order for this client 12 item of the gaming headset. You just need to add it manually or keep it as it is. Here of the available stock, we want to see in the inventory the available stock before we are selling. It's using the same formula from this one. Just take it as a copy, put it back here. Everything remain the same. Just this part here, the return array, I will delete, go back to the inventory. This will be the column of the return array. Click enter and now everything is dynamically existing. So imagine you are adding a new one. Let me add with you product number 9. Let me copy any name from here, any date. So here I have 22 in the stock. I will sell 10 from them. So now I have 12, as you can see. Let me delete this one again. Go to the price per unit and give it this color here. This one here. It's exactly the same. I just need to take this as a copy again. Here, paste. Then go change the return array. Here I want to know the price per unit, so I will go to the inventory. It will be this one, the unit price. Click enter. This is here to tell me the price of each unit should be sold based on what. Here the total sale, it will equal units sold with the price per unit. Click enter. In case we have an error as we don't have data here, I will use if error function. This is the value, comma, leave it empty. And now it's done. Let me make those two here with this color as well, then change them to be as currency, and now everything is ready. This column here will represent the month, so I want to add here slicers based on the month. So when I select the name of the month, it will show me the data of this month. So how we can do this? We will transform this date into text here. So I will use one formula. The name is text. This is the value that I want to convert, comma, I want to convert it to be, I will open parentheses, MMM, it means month in 3 letters only. Then I close the brackets and click enter. Now I have the name of the month here, as you can see. To avoid this from happening, I will add if and is blank again, based in the ID. If it's blank, comma, leave it empty, or the formula should be working. Now I will align it to the center from here, give it different color. I will format this part here. Then last thing is to add the slicer. I will go to insert, select slicer, then month from here. Here I have the months and we have a blank option. So here the total months, they are 12 plus this other option. So I will add to be 13, click enter, change its design as we agreed from here. Then I will adjust its size. So let's test this tab again. So I will choose this product and I will add any name of any client from here, for example, and I will add the same date. Let me align this to the center here to be different. Here I have 27 in the stock. In this case, each one of them, the price is $30 in this case. I will sell from them 5 for this client. The total sale price should be $150 and the sale here is in October. In case I select what happened in March, it should show me the entries in March, April, June, or even October. Last thing here is about the total sales and total transaction. I will use the sum here of this column, click enter, the total transaction. It should count this here from the product ID. So I have 17 transactions in total with this total sales money. Now to go to the purchases tab, I will copy again the first 4 rows. Then I go to purchases, select first one, click paste, and everything will come here automatically as you see. In the purchases tab, we will do the same technique of these 2 parts here. Here I will add drop down list, and here I will add the formula to take it from the table of the inventory. So I will do the same here. I will delete this here. I will add drop down list. So now I added the drop down list as we made exactly in the sales part, just to save the time. Here in this one, I will go back to the sales tab. I will take this formula from here, copy, then I will go to the purchases as it's using the same exactly and click enter, then drag it down to the entire table. Now everything is working. So I will add some random data here and I will change the color of the font. Those 2 columns here, they will come from the supplier tab here. So I will skip them for now, then we'll come back for them in the end. Here about the tab of the date, it's to enter manually. Then I will go to the available stock. But the available stock, it will be like this one in the sales again. I'll go back to the sales. I will select this formula, take it as a copy, go back and paste it here and click enter. So now everything dynamically appeared. Make sure this one here is with this different color. Units purchased, it will be manual entry. Just make it align to the center. And this one as well. Yeah, the unit cost, it will be manual entry as well. Then the total cost here, it should equal the unit purchased with the cost per unit. To avoid this again, I will add if error from here. I will choose those 2 here and give them the format of the currency and make them with different color. And we will move forward now to this part of the month. We'll go back to the sales, take the same formula from here, then paste it here. Now everything is working. Just to change the color of this tab here, We finished this part of the table, just missing those two tables from this part here. We'll take them from the suppliers in the last part. Just let me delete this one, then go to the insert tab, go to the slicer, select month, and we will select this here, change the number to be 13 and adjust the size of it from here. From here, everything will be the same. I just change this to be total purchases. Choose the value. In this case, total purchases will be the total cost here. This one as well, it will be the product ID. And now everything is working here. Let's move forward to the last tab, the suppliers tab. It's just matter of database. So to move forward, I select the entire tab, copy from here. Then I will go to supplier tab and paste everything. I just will delete this part here as I don't want them. I will just adjust the names of the headers here. I just want this one. I will remove this from here as I don't want. So right click and delete. I will delete everything here as I don't want those data to make it empty. Then adjust everything here and the name of the items supplied. So here will just be as database only, and a quick tip for you to stay organized. Use SU plus the code after, just to give you the hint that this is for the suppliers. You can select the item supplied with this supplier, in this case laptops, keyboard or whatever, just to stay more organized. Make sure you have all the data of the supplier and you have in your agreement about the reorder amount at least 2, can't be less than this, and the lead days, how long it's taken more or less for the order to arrive to you. The only thing that we need from here, it will be the supplier database, the total suppliers, and we are counting them based on the ID as well. Click enter, and now this is ready to go. I just remove the grid lines and this tab is good to go. Go back to the purchases tab, remove the grid lines as well, and here I will select the entire column. Go to data, data validation, choose from here the supplier ID as drop down list. Now you have the supplier here. Just make sure the same way from the product name for the supplier name to appear. I'll just take this as a copy from here, paste it here, but I will change first of all the product ID. It will be the supplier ID from here. I will delete it from this part as well. Choose the supplier ID, and about the lookup array from this part, it will be different. You go to the supplier, in this case it will be this ID, and the return array, it will be the name of the supplier. Then you click enter. Now when you select any name, it will appear the name of the supplier. Let me add some data from here and change the color of this one as well. Then change the size and the format. And now everything is fine. Let's go back to the sales tab as well and remove the grid line. Here everything is working fine and dynamic. Let's try to add a new product. In this case, the workflow will be PR015, or you can just simply drag for the next one. Excel will add one automatically, as you can see from here. Let's make it like an iPhone, for example. In this case, those thread here, I don't do anything. The threshold, I don't want to have less than 5. This part here, I don't do anything. It's a status, it's out of stock, I don't have. So I will go to the purchases tab. I want to buy the iPhone. It's PR10. In this case, I will select the supplier and I will put the date of the end of October. I have 0 stock. So I will add 8, for example. The unit cost as I bought, it's by $840, let's say. So this is the total of the invoice. I go back to the inventory Now I have 8 with 0 sales. My stock is 8. The threshold is 5. And the condition it's in stock. Here in this case, I bought it by 840 and I will sell it by 950, for example. In this case, this is my profit in each unit and this is the value of the stock.